everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I haven't really been around that much lately. The past week, since my last video, a lot has happened in my life, honestly, a lot. But I'm just gonna get started here, and, this is gonna be like a story time video. Basically, I'm gonna explain to you why I quit my job. So, as you guys know, I worked for the YMCA as a before and after school counselor with children at different schools, but mostly at one school. And they ranged from basically kindergartners to around third and fourth graders. And throughout my time there, I worked with a lot of good people. I worked with a lot of amazing children, and it was a great experience overall. The first time I got written up, I accidentally gave one of the parents one of my boss's phone numbers, like personal numbers, which, yes, I'm aware, obviously, that that's not okay to do. But in my defense, I was very flustered at the time. And to be honest, most of the situations at my job, past job, I should say now, because I did quit, where I may have made mistakes, I was flustered in most of those situations. And then recently, last Tuesday, a week ago, I was alone with about maybe 10 or so kids. Like, 10 is basically the average of most of these, school, group of kids that I look after for Latchkey, which is basically what it is, Latchkey. And we were in the art room because they had something going on in the gym. We usually are in the gym. And so when we are in the art room, I always usually suspect that the kids will act crazier than they usually do because it's obviously a smaller room, so they don't have as much room to, move, and they can't, play basketball or do the things that they would normally do in the gym, of course. So yes, usually they can be a much bigger handful in the art room than they are in the gym. And of course, I was alone on that day, and I was trying to get them to calm down and to quiet down, and basically we went outside, and 5 of the kids, 3 of which are siblings and 2 of which are not, started fighting, hitting each other, and a couple of the kids were crying, and I honestly thought in the moment and at the time that I was handling the situation pretty well overall, and that, overall it was not a bad handling, I guess I should say, obviously. And after the fact, I told the parents what had happened and who was doing what and what I, tried to do to manage it. And then not the next day. Thursday, I woke up to a text message from one of my bosses asking me to come in to discuss the incident, which I wasn't completely sure of what the incident they were talking about was, but I thought it was basically probably going to be what had happened Tuesday. But to be honest, because I thought that I had handled the situation pretty well, I assumed that meant that I, was in the, I basically didn't think that I would be in trouble for anything. But apparently I was wrong. Some of the parents complained that the kids were unsupervised, which at the only point in the whole day when some of them weren't supervised, was when they went into the school to get their stuff to come out to go home, of course, because we were outside for most of the day because it was nice out. So yeah, so long story short, I got written up for not writing up behavior reports for the children that were hitting each other and crying and everything, and apparently some of the parents felt that I didn't supervise well enough or something. So they wrote me up. They suspended me for 3 days, which my last third day of my suspension was yesterday. No, not, yeah, yesterday. And yesterday and this morning, yesterday, I'm getting my days mixed up. Yesterday, I emailed my boss, one of my bosses, and I basically said that I was ending my employment because I just had enough. The whole situation was out of control. I was very upset last week from this whole experience. I felt like a failure. I cried a lot. It was very, very emotional and not a fun situation to be in at all for me. And yes, I made mistakes, but I don't think that it warranted 3 days suspension. But it was my second write-up, so yeah, you're probably thinking this girl should not be working with kids, at least not that age group, which yes, I've learned that from my mistakes, and I've learned that I need to be more, I need to discipline kids better and just get better at all this stuff. But honestly, I have also learned that I'm better with preschoolers than I am with school-age kids. So I've learned a lot, even though I've made a lot of mistakes, of course. But yeah, so that is basically why I quit my job, and yeah, so now I'm focusing on other things, and I'm still looking for a new job. But I did get a call from another childcare center yesterday, from a childcare center that I have interviewed at, and they told me that they hadn't forgotten about me and that they will let me know or call me when they are looking to hire more people, because they are waiting to get more clients so that they can hire more people. So yeah, so that's basically the story of why I quit my job. And to be honest, it wasn't a job that is worth me killing myself over, and emotionally or physically, which I didn't really physically get beaten up at, but emotionally I was very raw last week. And yeah, I was just, it was a very, very difficult week last week for me. So but that is what I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys want me to do more storytime videos like this, I would be more than happy to do that. Give me some ideas of maybe storytime things you would want me to do, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys soon, and I love you, and yeah, bye!